Hello, my YouTube friends. Welcome back to the Missing Millions channel. I'm tired and cut grass today and look like total garbage. What's up? This will be my last time probably recording. Maybe. Depends on how much I get done tomorrow in this environment. So I hope that my last recording wasn't horrible dog water, but I've done a lot to this video or this area or this my picture perfect little village since the last time I recorded, and things didn't go well. My beavers have died a lot and been brought back through the power of save files, and probably shouldn't have done that, but like, you know, hey, it's been a disaster. I need a professional. Anyhow, here we are, back again, back at it with more of the wonderful game of Timberborn. More dry seasons coming at you. More building up this. More trying to get it to where we want it. More trying to save some water. With the very little amounts of water we get, and especially on this tiny little map with so little places to store it. Man, this is brutal. I don't know what all do I have set to be built right now. I know I have this over here. Looks like I have some gear factory going. I don't have any job vacancies. We're in the middle of a wet season. Honestly, everything's looking pretty decent right now. We do need a lot more water coming in, though. And that, I think, is really the crux of it. I think the most important thing for me to get started on working on today. So, I think the best place to start is I don't have a way to this side of the water over here. So we should build us a staircase right there. We're going to go ahead and put that at a pretty high priority. And we're going to attach our path over to there so we can get this tree chopped down. Put that at a very high priority too. Go ahead and unpause. We do have wood coming in. We got our trees coming down. Our food's pretty decent, all in all. I would love to get to the point where we have explosives. We do have science coming in slowly. I'm not making science a priority too much. I actually would like to lower the priority of work on our science centers and maybe go ahead and pop down a few more of those. But I only want science to be a low priority job. I guess I would like to work on happiness more maybe soon. But right now I do think that water is really going to be the crux and the most important of our things to do. Now I know the irrigation tower is kind of horrible and it uses a lot of water. But it might be decent maybe while we're waiting to get to the point where we can start getting explosives. We can go ahead and get a scavenger flag and start digging around up here shortly. We are kind of at that point where it's kind of waiting on the science to come in. We're waiting on lumber from up here. Do have that nice little windmill to start bringing in some of that. This, I'm building it and I don't know why I am yet. This is just going to be a waste of resources if I'm being completely honest. I don't need the gears yet, so I shouldn't really produce them. Until I have a calling for them, at least. Until I have a calling for those gears. But I will get some stuff set up. Get some water pumpies down here so that maybe my little beavers can live through the next water cycle. And be back. Yay! Alright, so we got things set up and we did get our, announcement for our next dry season in 2.6 days, which I don't think is going to be awesome. We do have a significant amount of water storage down here, but we do need to be careful about pumping out all of our water. because we need to keep our food alive. And while we have a fair amount of water, like food storage, it's not going to be enough to survive how long of dry seasons we've been getting. So I guess let's hope for the best. Really would love some explosives to start getting this down as low as I can, the river, and this water preserve that I have built down here, getting it into like a full-on water preserve. But I mean, I guess I really do need to focus science down. I think science is going to be a necessity. I do need to lower its importance, though. It definitely needs to be less important than water. And we'll see what that gets us. Hopefully it gets us someplace. But I think with these water pumps pumping in that lower stream bed right there, we'll have at least a source of water. That doesn't help too much with food. Our food stocks have been pretty decent, but we'll see how long this dry season is. So we're getting ready to come into dry season, and I've kind of thought about it. If I destroy all these plants along the side of this, I could probably put levees up and then raise the level of this by 1. And until I can get explosives, instead of going down, I could go up. And that is an option. We do have more plants coming in than we need. And not necessarily enough water. We can make another dam right here even. And lift this up and then lift all this up and just kind of keep going back and forth with this process. I mean, we would obviously need a way to get around this, but our way around this could also be the levee wall. I kind of like the idea. I think it'll function. But we are coming into our dry season. I'm sure it's going to be long and horrible. Hopefully we'll make it through. Or at least make it through enough that we can breed more beavers. Because you know how much our beavers love smashing beaver. Horribly inappropriate. And churlish. 15 days. Not as long as I thought it would be. Not great. Not a fantastic number. But not as long as I thought it would be. I don't know if we'll live it, but like, you know, like I don't know if we'll be laughing our way home afterwards, but like we might make it. Frankly, now that I have this idea for this dam wall, I think that we might dam wall. I think we might have to restart and do that from the beginning instead of now at the end. But also, I don't think it'll take long for it to get done. Now, I do have a hauler's post getting built, and it will make the process much faster. But it doesn't matter how long it takes for the process to, like how long it takes for the process to get done, because we're already in dry season. So regardless of how long it takes, we aren't getting more water until next season. So this process could take as fast as it won't be as fast as once. We're not getting more water. So, you know, one could say damned if you do, damned if you don't. We're damned either way. We can build the dam, but we're still damned. So I guess I will be back as my beavers are dying. We're running out of water, and I am crying into my proverbial cup. So I real big brained built this path over here, and forgot all my water is over here. So they're just like running out of water, and they don't really have a way over to it because technically I didn't leave them with one. Let's hope that this is like the way. I mean, they don't have any more planks. This isn't going great. I am losing beavers pretty rapidly. We still have 6 left that aren't working. So, like, that's okay. Like, we're okay if we can get this bridge built for our initial dam setup. But, like, if not, I just killed my beavers by trying to build a path. And, like, I mean, I could demolish here and maybe get them over. I mean, I guess let's do that and just, like, make it happen. Well, let's just increase our working hours and let's just, like, let's get this done. Oh, they got a path. Oh, sweet, they got a path. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Cancel that. And carrots. That's still carrots. We're good. You guys are good. Nobody's dying of thirst anymore. We only have four jobs. Hauling post is still getting worked on. Which I feel like I should be done now. But I'm no expert. 8.9 days left of dry season. We are at 138 water, but we didn't have any pumpers. So that's kind of probably why. We lost some beavers there, but not too many. We still have 5 babies that are going to be replacing those jobs here shortly. So we're not in a bad spot, really. And I do think that the dam setup we're working on is a really good direction. Like, we're kind of working the right way now. We at least have a solution for water that will get us through some dry seasons while we're waiting for explosives. Whether we're really gonna make it through this dry season or not, I don't know. We'll kind of have to see. This is kind of making my entire asshole hurt, if I'm being honest, dealing with this at times. Because, like, hard mode is simultaneously not nearly as bad as it's put up to be, and also just really obnoxious with how long the dry seasons are. It's like, it's not even, like, as bad. Like, it just takes creative thinking in the early stages of the game. But then once you get the later stages of the game stuff, I imagine that it kind of hopefully chills out. I don't know how long the dry seasons will be, but unless you have an absorbent amount of beavers, I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, on this small of a map, too, it also comes with some logistical issues. But, yeah. Yay me and not thinking about the fact that my entire water pump was over here because I destroyed these two in order to, like, you know, build them again in a different spot higher up. But hey, that's honestly, it's the most me thing that I could have done. That is... Hi, you've just met me, Missing Millions. It's nice to meet you. I play Timberborn and other games, and sometimes Dead by Daylight. Hopefully you'll see those recordings here soon, and like Ark and stuff. So we are just about to run out of our water. And there it goes. We have 168 left, 170, about 169. Nice, 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 nice. 3.4 days left, 488 food. Still harvesting some, still cooking some potatoes and everything. I mean, we're not that bad off all in all. Honestly, we could be far worse of a position. I think that we might... I'm not making any promises, but we might pull it off. We might. I mean, I've felt far more confident and lost far harder, but with 2.9 days left, we'll see. I do have the hauling post done, and I built another lumber mill. So we got a little more production coming in. And this over here has gotten substantially further along, which I think is what really pumped the rest of our water out. But we were going to drink it anyhow. We're down to 108, 2.5 days left. I think the beavers take about 2 days to die off from lack of water. I do wish that they would get rid of these 2 trees right here, because I can't plant any more trees without a forester over here, and without planting more trees, we're not growing any more trees. Without growing any more trees, we're not getting any more wood. Without getting any more wood, we can't do anything later on, so they're just kind of stagnating themselves later. So they really need to destroy those. That is kind of the next big, most important task. I do see some thirsty beavers there, but I think that's just because they need to go get the water, not because they are out of water yet. If we can make it through this day and have just one day left till dry season, I think that's going to be the biggest thing. I'm going to set this to full priority for construction. I think that's going to be the big, I think getting those planted is kind of very important to me personally. I find it to be the most important thing there. We can pause this and we can pause this for right now. Those guys ain't doing nothing. Those guys are bringing in all of our wood, which we are kind of low on, but we're okay to some degree. Trees aren't going to really grow until the water comes back in, but I can also replant that pine right there that I apparently got rid of, and a pine right there will be a pine right there. We can demolish those resources. Those need pulled up, and I'm going to go to play. We are basically out of water. Basically out of water. And I want to put those in. Place. So I do have some thirsty beavers with 4 water left. I think that we are going to start actually seeing the thirsts. Actually seeing the thirsts. See how far I want to take this in height and everything. It will be interesting to see, because I don't know yet. Like I said, I do want to kind of build this one up too and make this one higher and keep stacking them up. Probably expand this out till it reaches the wall and keep going up until it can basically shoot across just relatively straight. And then once I have explosives, I'll blow it out. Maybe make it a thicker river, like an actual thicker stream running into this. Cut through these trees over here. Might have to move my wood production up, and then maybe I can even move my city onto the water once I get to a certain height. I mean, honestly, we could come up here and meet the water source. I mean, that would probably be the best case scenario. We need this to be some serious water storage. We are 0.7 days away, and we only have a couple of thirsty beavers. We are doing pretty decently. I'm pretty sure we're going to survive this wet season, but this dry season, we will actually really stocked up in the hauling post. A lot of baby beavers have grown up. We are actually looking kind of decent. We are waiting for this scavenger flag to be built. It is seeming to take forever for some unknown reason. And it's probably because I have a million other things. We had 1 beaver die of thirst there. We can afford to lose a few, not a whole bunch. I'm hoping to maybe lose just a handful. Hopefully next dry season coming, we will have a much larger water storage here. Let's go ahead and unlock Builder's Hut. We really need to get this stuff done. I'm aware I don't have any beavers to work it, but I'm hoping that with dry season, wet season, whatever, we'll get there. I really should put in a floodgate here that I have control over, but I don't want to waste the planks and everything right now. Water's not getting over for our pumpers to pump, so we're still losing more beavers. Yeah, that's fantastic. We don't have any wood either, so Can't do a lot. Can't do a lot here, but our pumpers can start pumping and get some water. Get these beavers to start living. Please. Oh, please. Okay, so we have 9 adult beavers, 4 children, 32 empty beds, and 25 vacant jobs, 9 workers. We've been in worse spots. We've been in worse spots. Even with this town, we've been in worse spots. I mean, the fact that we have 1 worker over here is a pretty good sign. We have 0 workers there. That's all right. That's not great, but that's okay. We do have workers over here. The babies will grow up. We'll keep making more. We got water coming in. We do need to do something about this flooding. So what I'm gonna say here is the problem is gonna be that the wood to rebuild this is not gonna really exist if I destroy these. But I do have to do something. Don't know if I have too much of a choice there. I do have to dry this up. And it won't be too bad to rebuild. It should be really quick. In the meantime, we'll put that in and hope for the best. Okay, so we've got 2 beavers in over there, so that's good. It's kind of hot in my house right now. So I'm gonna raise the priority on destroying these and building these and building these and building these and building those and that and that and this, because this needs done before next dry season. Like, I don't know if he will survive next dry season without this. Like, these water pumpers are starting to fill our water reserves, but it's not gonna last, guys. Let's take these down to 1 workers each, since we are so short on workers. I'm gonna put this on play instead of fast forward. This I'm gonna take down to just 2. I guess just 1 right now. This is at a lower priority for work, so that'll work. These are at a lower priority for work. I'm gonna set these at the lowest priority for work. Like, these are only gonna be worked if we have just excess beavers. That should kind of be the same. This is gonna now become a neutral construction site because we just don't have that many beavers to construct. This can unpause, and this can unpause. We do have wood growing there now. This should pause because we don't need to plant. Where do you end up going to work? Over there? I kind of want you in one of these right now, if I'm being honest here, little buddy. Like, let's... We'll leave that one at neutral and we'll leave this one at low. And we'll kind of do the same thing over here. We'll lower 1 and leave 1 at neutral. That way we can get some wood coming in. And with these we'll do the same too. Low and neutral. And this needs to be the lowest. And this we can pause. We don't have any potatoes coming in. This pause too, right? Yeah. I only hit play on it because, like, you know. I mean, my real question next is going to be like, can they reach this stuff over here at all? Because I'm thinking that they'd be able to do it and destroy it from up here. And that's kind of what I'm banking on. But I just don't know. I don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna let this play out a little bit. Let them get breeded back up and let some stuff happen. And I'll come back. Right after I cut there, I was announced for next dry season. And it's awesome. Because, I mean, like, I think we'll be maybe okay. Because we have less beavers. I'm gonna put that at very low workplace. So that does give us somewhat of an opportunity to be all right. It's because less beavers are going to be drinking less of the water. And we are stockpiling some water. But we didn't get all our water reservoirs even remotely full, which is significantly unfortunate. We did not get this dam done at all. I don't know. This one's longer than the last one. We might be the dead zoes. Might be. Maybe. I'm going to put in workers and see what I can do. But, I don't know. We'll see. It seems unlikely that we'll manage this, honestly. I mean, as of now, we don't even really have a way across here to build these. So I doubt that we'll get to that point and get over there and get it done in time. But it looks like this side, at least, you know, is getting there. I do want to go ahead and just put this dam piece back in place with dry season coming. Like I said, at least with less beavers, we do have the opportunity to like survive with a lot less water because we do only have 13 adult beavers, 3 children right now. I don't know. We'll see how long dry season is. Oh my gosh. This dry season is only 9 days, which is kind of doable, honestly. So we're getting those trees out over there with these dam pieces back in place and this dam done. It did only flood out over there, which I'm kind of here for. I mean, it was tolerable. Like, we were able to work through it totally fine. I mean, I think that nine days, 339 water, and just what we have here, we did 9 days fine last season. So we might be there. We might be there. And I think that if we can survive this one, this should be done. And I think with this and how well we've been doing, we ought to be good. And we don't really need a lot more beavers than what we've got. So, what we had with that big long season, that was kind of the maximum number of beavers that we really need. We'll probably be adding some more in, obviously, periodically. But not a huge number. Not an insane amount of beavers. So, you know, we're going to see. But I think that if we continue to raise this up, this will be good. Not great. Not great, but good. Not great, but good. Man, if that wasn't a slogan for my life. Not great, but good. Well, hopefully we'll keep on breeding. Hopefully we'll get more beavers, and hopefully we can get this reservoir stock river built up, and it'll function. Those are the goals. Functionality, right? Aren't they always? Alright, so 0.7 days away from us getting some more rainfall and my butthole not hurting nearly as bad. We have trees coming in. I've got things strategically paused to where it's like exactly how many number of beavers, so whenever a new beaver grows up, it goes into the unemployed beavers range, and I'm able to like strategically unpause things. Granted, the last thing I unpaused was the hauling post, so like this is not going to apply anymore because I don't know what else I want to unpause for a while. I mean, until we have like potatoes coming in by the masses, and maybe that is actually a thing because like food is running low, which is gonna leave nobody in my hauling post. Either way, I'll just let that run. We are low on food, but I've had farmhouses and everything kind of paused. But we didn't run out of water for that 9 days. So 9 days is a good number for us. 9 days was great. 9 days was not a issue. I don't know how much we'll like stock up on water throughout this, but our dam's just about done. Our nice, new, fancy, higher up dam is just about there. So, you know, that's big swims. We just ran out of water in this lower basin. So that's 9 days is really perfect for that. We do want to raise this up as well. It's something we talked about. But with this being higher up and feeding down into that, this will at least give most of our map water throughout the season. And 2 water pumps there will just kind of supplement our water if we run out. So here's to hoping that that works out pretty decently. It should be done before that dry season comes back to haunt us. I cannot imagine that we can't finish 2 little blocks. We have the wood and everything for it. We have beavers up in here. Like, it should get done. But, you know, should. Oh, it just needed 1. Just needed 1. I mean, we're flooding a little now, but it should start to flow pretty evenly, and it is. And there we go. We're preserving quite the amount more of water, saving us hopefully some future butthole puckering, our beavers' future children's lives. And next is going to be building this one up and making it a nice big block of water that's another level higher as well. We are bringing in some metal, setting us on our course for the explosives factory to start blowing some things up. Really, we should kind of consider going ahead and taking that next big leap of faith in there, which is going to be building that. And that's going to need a lot more power. Let's go ahead and set up a bigger power grid. Which these do just take kind of the simple stuff for these smaller ones. They don't run as often. They don't produce as much power. But for right now, with us not having paper or gears or anything like that set up and us being so short on planks, this is actually going to be better. I really wish that water would dry out. Hopefully that's not one of those things that happens at the start of every single wet season, but, you know, if it is, I guess it is. But boy, do I hope it isn't. I mean, it shouldn't. But with this game, you just don't know. You just don't. I wonder how long it's going to take to dry out. I mean, those potatoes have 0.5 days before they die. Ugh. We really can't afford to lose them right now either. We're really low on food. We're like awkwardly low on food. We're gonna lose those from that flooding. The flooding caused by nothing. Yep, there they go. I mean, I wish our beavers would have harvested those faster. That would have been amazing, but, you know, I guess here we are. Like, why won't that water just go away? Why is it haunting me? It's like a plague. So here's the thing: is this does require gears. I guess I didn't calculate the gear production kind of thing, as I often don't. Is this a proper way of setting this up? Absolutely not. We'll see how it goes, though. And I only want as much gears as we need, so I will be pausing and playing the gear production facility as needed. The water up here did finally leave, so that is good. And then in our next episode, we will start building this up too. We are going to leave this dam here to disconnect these two so that these pumps don't dry this out unless we wanted to. We'll leave these paused until we need to start draining water from this. And hey, look, there's our next dry season for that next episode. I am not going to play this without you guys here. For this next one, I'm not going to keep building things up too much more. I would like to keep this more during recording, so you guys be here for it more. Thanks for watching. Hit the buttons, guys. Thanks for it very much. Love ya. Have yourself a good night or day. Good morning to you. Bye.